Okay, so now we're going to start the storm. We're going to take carryover weapons from Savo. The thing at the start of Storm is, if you don't start with the Furod like equipped, it's not that big of a deal. It costs like 0.5 a second. So the first thing you want to do is keep your horizontal reticule the same. Don't look up and down, kind of thing. If you hold far left as this Warthog's coming to an end, just hold here, and as soon as you jump out, shoot, and it will kill the Marine. And you want to jump into the Warthog straight away, like that. Jump in, come up to here, press the buttons. I like to switch to my Furod around here. Maybe reload it if I need to. Come inside. The start of Storm, it's going to be like a minute 30 of constant action, really quick. So I'll try to pause it to slow it down to kind of explain what I'm doing, explain possible outcomes, and we'll see how it goes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to kind of park the Warthog not so close to the door, and you want to come up to here, aim up, jump, and hit the button from below. The thing to watch out for in this next room is grenades, like grunts throwing grenades. So you want to like chuck a couple grenades yourself, kill some enemies, fire a few shots. This is what I like to do. You know, just fire a few, make sure everyone's dead, get back in, drive forwards because driving is faster than walking. Come in, press this button, reload, and then once you jump back into Warthog, if you kind of like drive backwards and forwards, it just, you know, reduces the chance of grunts like sticking you and stuff. And we drive to the end. My goal here is to try and splatter some of the brutes. We got lucky there. Don't worry if you don't splatter any. Like, try to go for one or two, but don't worry about it too much. If you find you don't like splatter some, just kind of hide behind the Warthog for a bit. We want to grab a ghost, and we're going to come to the door. You can't open the door until, as you saw there, it says loading done, so you got to wait for that anyway. Nice checkpoint here. The trigger for clearing this lake bed, on Legendary at least, is kill the AA Wraith, kill 2 ghosts, and have less than 10 enemies alive. So you want to do it fast before the second Wraith drops in. So you want to splatter some of the enemies as you're coming like down here. I like to splatter the brute because he's kind of a problem. And then when it come over to the missile pod, sometimes the Phantom above me has its gun still attached. This time it doesn't, but if it does, just like, you know, just aim at it and quickly fire on Furod and it breaks it. Park here, jump on your ghost, and then jump up to where I am. I like to kill these enemies, 1 for safety, and 2 to kind of like make sure I hit the 10 enemy trigger. So just fire at the brute because he's the biggest threat, obviously. Throw up some of those guys. 4 shots at the AA Wraith, 2 for a ghost. So you just have enough shots. Reload your gun, jump back in, and as you saw there, it says loading done just to the left. That means you've reached like criteria for the door to open. That's a nice checkpoint, so just drive on up here. And we were fast, so the Wraith will drop in. Something to note about when you're driving a ghost, as you're driving and you drive in and you jump out, you kind of keep that forward momentum slightly. So for this little jump up here, I don't hold forwards, I kind of just use the ghost momentum to carry me forwards. For the first jump up onto the box. And then we're through here. I like to switch out my battle rifle for a rocket launcher, just for this lake bed. You want to hit this door here, just because it opens the door in front too. And then we have a little Cortana moment.
I have defied gods and demons.
Honestly, I made that first area look really easy. I don't have that much like good luck with it usually. Especially the lake bed and the missile pod and stuff. I got kind of lucky with it. You might find that you have a lot of difficulty with it, like more than I just had. It definitely is a problem area, but that's the way you want to approach it. Now we're just gonna... This lake bed's easy, like the first minute and a half of this level can be really rough, but like the rest of the level's pretty easy. Now we'll jump into this and attack this right here. Attack choppers. You want to kill basically everything on all the vehicles on the ground in this area. If you find the vehicles are getting too close, just kind of jump off. It's okay if you like want to rip this turret off, there's no big deal, you know. But make sure to try and like prioritize the ghosts over the choppers though. Each phantom drops off 2 ghosts. So there's 4 for the first wave and 4 for the second wave. Banshees don't need to die. You can kill these to speed up loads. The loads for the next wave are tied to those phantoms leaving. So if you manage to kill one of those, it will speed things up a little bit. But it's kind of hard to do on legendary, so I don't worry about it in full game. So right now, yeah, everything's dead as you can see, and wave 2 is coming in. So we're going to try and kill these ghosts to drop off here. I don't have scoring on because I carried over and I saved and quit, so I can't see my points and stuff. But usually you'd see, like, you know, your points popping up with ghost kills and stuff, so that's usually what I use to see if I kill ghosts if I can't see them. It's helpful. Like I said, ripping the turrets off isn't that big of a deal. Oh, and I picked up the grav lift. You want to use that. It's like just here, usually. So now once you're sure everything's dead, you can look for a vehicle, maybe look for some grenades while you wait for the scarab to come in. I kind of left it a bit too late, but like this is the period now where I would maybe like take this ghost and maybe like, you know, park it there so when I kill the wraith I can jump in and just drive, you know. But I didn't have time to do that because I showed where the grav lift is. And I will show you my setup for the scarab board. So you want to wait for these 2 black bars to appear and it to say judgment. If you throw the grav lift before this, it'll like break before the scarab drops down. So I use that as a reference and I just throw it any time after that, really. It doesn't matter. It will last long enough for the scarab to drop down. Aim roughly here, it doesn't really matter, it's pretty lenient. My visual cue, I'll explain it as it happens, then I'll revert and I'll do it. So wait for it to drop down, jump up, and there, that's where I'd start to, that's where I'd jump to board it. You want to wait for it to drop down, stand up, and as soon as it begins to move its head towards you, that's when you jump. So let's watch this. Drop down, stand up, move its head, that's when I would go. And I throw 1 grenade down there to kill this guy, and I just kind of fire some, you know, furites back here, maybe chuck a couple grenades, kill some of these guys, that was a good clear, pick up these spike grenades, and kill the scarab. There we go, that was a good scarab kill. And now as we drop down, maybe look for a vehicle to jump into, because vehicles obviously are faster than walking. This is good. Honestly, this level's pretty straightforward. There aren't many like backup strats you need to do. This is cool. If you can drive through here, it's faster than walking. See, there's something you can do here. There's 2 ways to end this level. You can do the individual level ending, which I've kind of started to do. It's really risky though. Or you can do the safe ending. But both depend. Like if you can kind of, you know, if you pick one, which one you want to do, you kind of want to do it like around this point, because you want to pick up a battle rifle. I think for the purposes of this, I'll try to show both off. So I'll do the safe ending first, but I'll try to delay my checkpoint so I don't get one. Okay, so that's the one I want to keep. Alright, so let's hopefully not get a checkpoint, and I'll show you guys the safe ending. I did not really want to do that. I want to revert real quick. And you don't really want to shoot that glass, because as you can see it knocked my box away. So jump on the box, jump up through here, get your rockets out, and you want to aim just here and wait for the 3 brutes to come out, fire a nice rocket, kill those guys, kill some of these guys as you're going past, you know. Don't worry about killing them all, just run past. Come to around here. As you come around this corner, maybe chuck like a deployable cover or something. Oh, I died. But if you have like a deployable cover or a bubble shield or something, go around that corner. You can just drop it down, it's safer, it helps you get around. It's not that big a deal if you don't have anything. I might try and show how to get past without anything, just for purposes of this. But this is the path you want to take through here. And I'm just punching now to make sure I don't get a checkpoint in any of these parts, so I can go back and show you guys. So kill those guys, maybe another rocket there, a couple grenades. Like, it really isn't important what you have at this part, as long as you have 2 rockets. I might take this bubble shield. As long as you have 2 rockets, you're fine. So maybe wait for my shields, like here. Run along down here. And slip past. Easy as that. Alright, let's make sure I don't get a checkpoint still. So this is the final bit. We want to come over to this way. Both endings, I'd like to come this way and do the exact same thing both times. So you want to come over here, break one of these windows, and you want to kill these two carbine guys. I don't have score on them right now, so I can't see if they're dead. A good giveaway is if the Brute Chieftain uses his invincibility. But this is one of the endings you want to do. You want to like run along here. And this jump is kind of weird. As you approach the end, you want to wait until like your view drops down as you kind of like reach the end and then jump. It's a really late jump to make it. You'll see what I mean. So drop. I left it a tiny bit too late there. If you mess it up, back up and just jump on this and then back up here. But you want to like drop down and then jump. It's a really late jump to get over. This is the only out of bounds in the Halo speedrun. Coming this way is slightly quicker. This is the only out of bounds in the Halo 3 Legendary run. Or any run at all, I think. If you come along this way, you hit a load sooner, which just means you finish a level a tiny bit sooner. It saves like 10 seconds to hit that. So what we did with this skip is, obviously we skipped all those enemies over there, and it means none of the enemies spawn here, so we can just run up to the gun, destroy it, and finish the level. But there's one thing we need to do. Because we skipped a load, after we destroy the gun, the level won't end. So we have to run back down the hill to hit a load. So just come over here. Grab these two. Shoot at the core. And then you would turn around. As you can see, the level's not ending yet, even though we should have ended it. Run down the end here, and when you reach about to where that turret is, the level ends. But I'm not going to show that because I want to show the other ending, the faster way. So I want to go back. I want to take this, and we're going to do kind of the same thing, but when we get to the end, we're going to do a different strategy, a more riskier one. With the battle rifle, you can shoot this shield. And there's another battle rifle crate here, so if you run out of ammo somehow, take that. I forgot to have my rockets out to shoot those guys like I was supposed to. So yeah, just doing this is the same, except you don't have the fuel rod. So you want to be careful of these guys as they come out. One good rocket, come around the corner, rocket these two guys. I died. Dying here usually isn't that big a problem. It's like not too bad. Alright, so rockets out, aim here for these three guys that come out first. One good rocket. Good rocket there, maybe chuck a few grenades. You want to kind of kill these guys so they run forwards and like leave you alone. See, that's fine there. I have a bubble shield, I'm safe. Come through this way. I might just drop this, you know. There we go. Oops, I put myself off there. That was a silly mistake. So yeah. Oh, another thing I should note is there's a turret now directly to my left, a human turret. Sometimes a brute will jump onto that and kill you. It's really rare though, but it's just something to watch out for. You can destroy it if you want to. Oh yeah, these brutes like always drop bubble shields if they don't use them, so that's something you can like, you know, use to your advantage. Just drop a shield here, around the corner. You can sometimes get a checkpoint right here. If I get this one, I like to get it sometimes. Yeah, see, there it is. This one just makes the ending I'm about to do a little bit easier. So what you want to do is the same again, where you kill the two carbine guys, because they, you know, shoot you and do a ton of damage. So kill these two. Chieftain uses his invincibility, but this time we're going to follow him, and we are going to kill some of the grunts because they're going to kill us otherwise. And we're going to need a plasma pistol. You want to watch out for the Chieftain too, because obviously he can kill you from behind and stuff. So just kill some of these guys, pick up another one, and just run towards the end. On my radar, the Chieftain's right behind me right now, so I want to be careful. Yeah, he was right there. Let's try that again. This ending is a lot harder, but it's like a minute and a half faster than doing the out of bounds ending, so, you know, if you can pull it off, it's a lot of time to save. Okay, so I might just kill the Chieftain here for purposes of like consistency. You don't have to. I think I did in my individual level record run of this, just because he kind of does get annoying. To kill chieftains is really easy. You're just like, oh, messing up. But as a chieftain swings at you, you just dodge out the way and hit him in the back, even if he has his invincibility on. He's not invincible. Also, the enemies sometimes here in different spots, so the carbine guys won't always be where they are for me, for you guys. Kill some of these guys as he comes around. You can't kill him with this, but oh, the hunters killed me. I forgot about those. I think the best place to fight the chieftain is like slightly further ahead, where you're not in the range of hunters. So one good rocket kills those guys. Kill a couple grunts. Sometimes they drop regens too, which is good. You can take one of those if you want to. Drop it off. Alright, let's kill the chieftain here. Or maybe he's gonna leave us alone. Yeah, he's kind of fallen behind, so don't worry about him too much. Alright, so now we got to kill this other guy back here, because he's a brute and he's gonna kill us. Chieftain's behind me. Wait for him to do the swing. That's the swing you want to watch for. Kill him. But yeah, doing it this way is quicker, but it's a lot harder, obviously. And then we come to the end. We have 2 plasma pistols, and we're just going to shoot this thing from long distance and not worry about any of these enemies that spawn. So run down to here. The plasma pistol has a range on it, so if you aim about here and shoot, you'll hit it. That's a level over. That's a storm. It's not that hard a level. There's not really many backup strategies though, except for the ending part. I hope that helped. Storm the Floodgate does not carry. I think it does carry over, but not if you end it with like most ways you end it kind of thing, like most weapons and stuff. In full game runs you won't carry over to Floodgate. Anyway, I hope that helped, and I'll do Floodgate next.